What's up, party people?
Holla, holla.
This is your host with the most, Mr. Ron.
And this is a G-Man, the hip-hop historian. And welcome to Way Back When's blog, 40 years of hip-hop in 1,000 songs.
That's right. And today, we will be reviewing Secret Wars by The Last Emperor from 1996.
Y'all ready for this?
Drop it, man. Let's do this. Alright guys, so this review goes out to all of the comic book fans out there. Yeah, the new MCU is great, but this one is for the people that goes way, way, way back, and also for the hip-hop heads out there.
This is for the comic book fan enthusiasts, those that knew prior to 97, the real comic book era.
That's right, that's right. So, Secret Wars from The Last Emperor. Originality. I have to tell you, this is by far one of the most original pieces that I've heard. And I'm gonna go and give it a 5.
5?
That's right. I don't give out 5s a lot.
I'm the more generous one. I'll agree with you. I go with a 5 too, because as far as creativity, that's amazing. It's astonishing, like the X-Men. You know, it's like, how could somebody could come up with something like this to fuse the best comic book characters with the best MCs out there and cross-reference them. You know, make them fight one-on-one versuses, you know.
Just amazing. It's just really, really amazing. And again, if you don't know about that song, go check it out. And second criteria is delivery, which is basically lyrics and flow. So again, I have to tell you, I give it a 4.5. Okay, I'm just giving them points today.
I mean, it's perfection. It's a 5 for an MC that I discovered in 2019.
2 5s!
I discovered him in 2019 because of Ron. You know, I knew Last Emperor existed back when KRS discovered him, but he never had a deal. He was underground, always
he got
shelved. You know, by record labels. And then when I heard he got signed with Death Row, I was like, how irrelevant is this? He's not a gangster. Yeah, he's an MC, and I stopped following him. I thought he was shelved forever, and then in '96 he came out with that secret song that I never knew about, you know. And so far, the delivery, the flow, and when you see the complexity of his lyrics, somebody reminisces to Expected Day from
it's so
That's
true.
one of the few
the way that he just like throws those rhymes at you.
Rhymes like 20 syllables in a bar, you know. It's like. And with the complexity of the words, no wonder he graduated from Lincoln University.
Yeah, it's
one
true.
of the first black colleges out there, you know.
Educated brother, man, that's all good. That's all good. So I'll tell you, I give it a 4.5 for really like a specific reason. Again, storytelling, check. Flow, check. And I was just overwhelmed by like The Last Emperor's lyrical abilities, and on top of that, okay, he just goes out and impersonates a few of the best rappers out there, and very, very accurately. He did Jizza, Redman, Common, Busta Rhymes, who else? The Diggity Das Effects, Method Man. Yeah, he finished Rock from Helter Skelter. So it was just insane. Yeah.
And for delivery flow, I give it a 5. Quoted round 2. New fight, word to the life. You gotta see this. Luck in Mortal Kombat is Doctor Strange and the genius. Hey son, he's no match. If let the granite wizard have it. My liquid sword slashes through Doctor Strange magic. Another hero down, and now the score is 2-0. Giant words from the genius. He's still my rhyming hero. It's impressive.
That's a great quotable. But again, just to actually push upon you how like lyrically this guy is ill. So he has another one. I think it's in the first verse. It's actually the first time, the first two, actually the first MC.
The first clash.
Yeah, the first clash, the first MC, which is KRS-One, and he's battling Professor X, and he's like, Charles Xavier tried to invade Chris Parker's mind. He shot a cerebral probe at Chris' minds, but he missed it. Professor X taken out by the Blastmaster's metaphysics.
Oh, that's insane.
Damn.
That's
and again,
insane.
if you're a KRS-One fan, you're gonna know about the Blastmaster KRS-One's metaphysics. That's why he gave it a 5. Because he's just like spending money. I'm a little more stingy, so I gave it a 4.5.
No, so now let's speak to the third point: production and beat. For this, I give it a 3 because production-wise, it wasn't that impressive, but
it didn't need to be.
It didn't need to be. It wasn't enough because with the complexity of the rhymes and the syllables, the metaphors and everything, too much production would have overshadowed the lyrics. You would have to rewind to I didn't get it. It was so clear. It was just like a background beat. So I give it a 3 because of that.
Okay, of course, because you like to just spend money out there. But I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I give it a 2.5. The beat is simple but banging. Okay, what I mean by that is the instrumental just takes like a passenger seat so that the lyrics could shine. You have like a boom bap, a drum track, a bass line, and like a little piano sample, and that's it. That's totally it. And again, simple but on point.
On point. You're right.
2.5 for production. What about the relevance?
Relevance, this was hard to judge because it's been there since 96, but longevity and relevance, it's a big argument. The last 2 points are really hard to discuss. For this, I give it a 2.5 because Secret was, yes, it was so an underground hit and called classic. That's why it was a cult classic. It wasn't mainstream, and you really
only the heads knew this.
Only the heads knew about the Last Emperor, that song. I'm ahead and I didn't know about that song until 2019.
I'm ahead and I knew about it.
I'm ashamed to have missed that, But as relevance, why 2.5? Because in 2003 he got his first record deal, after all this struggling, the shelving and everything, and he had to redo that. He wanted to put that cult classic on the album, but he revamped it and called it Secret Wars Part 2, and then he put it up to date with the modern MCs, the new millennium MCs, like you had Ray and Ghostface, the whole thing wasn't there, he incorporated new MCs, and
it was totally on point. I listened to Part 2, and again, we're not going to review Part 2. I think that Part 1 is a little better because of production-wise, beat-wise.
Sure,
but also, I found that once that you've had the impact of Part 1, Part 2 kind of like loses.
Yeah, it was just a compliment, just a follow-up, It's nice to listen, but it doesn't have the same impact as Part 1.
No.
Once you heard Secret Wars 1, it's okay. You're good to go.
Yeah, you're good to go.
If you don't listen to Part 2, it's not, you don't miss much.
It's not the end of the world. Even though it shines.
It shines.
It shines.
Right.
So for me, relevance and longevity, I give it a 3. Because I think so far, everyone I made listen to this track, they all loved it. Anyone that's like, hey, you know what? Don't you listen to this? And no one was like, oh, this is weak or whatever. So that's why I gave it a 3. But also, no one knew about this track, So now at the last our last criteria, impact. The real hip underground heads might know of it. Maybe a couple of comic book nerds here and there might know of it, but that's pretty much it. That's why impact, it only had a 2.
You see me, I give it a 2.5, I'm more generous than you.
Of course.
So far.
As always.
And that's true. Historically, the impact is really comic book enthusiasts that will know. people that go to Comic Cons will be interested in it once they hear about it. But Impact, if you didn't know Last Emperor, that's underground hip hop. You know, that's the sadness of it. Underground hip hop gets shelved. Don't get the credit they deserve.
Well,
sometimes the best MCs are from the underground.
Yeah,
you know?
but it's also like it's because like they don't get any promotion. Labels
that's why
they
didn't have
money,
the team or the background. That's why some of the best MCs got shelved like this.
Yeah. And that's why like this song or The Last Emperor, I always say like The Last Emperor is like the best rapper that no one knows. Because a lot is like, do you know? No one knows like the last who. You know?
And he made the Lyricist Lounge when he went to
office,
So to be on the Lyricist Lounge Volume 1, you really have to be a real MC.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
so
you're right.
You're on par with Mos Def and all of them. You know? So
in total, I give it mine came to 17 on 25 for a total of 68%. You know, banging track.
Me 18 on 25, so it comes out to 72%. So it's really a track you gotta go listen because you're missing something like I missed, you know? So thanks a lot for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. We're grateful. Also, watch out for our next release coming out real soon.
Give our video a thumbs up, and better yet, share it with your friends.
Subscribe if you don't want to miss any of our videos, and tell us what song you would like for us to review next time
in our comment section
down below. This is Mr. Ron
and the G Unit, the G Man.
That's right, saying love, peace,
and happiness.
We out.
We out.